Canada's inflation rate came in at 2.8% in June. That is the headline. But strip out gasoline, and inflation did not move at all from May to June. One category did almost all of the work here. Gasoline prices dropped 10.2% from May to June on a month-over-month basis. That is a steep single-month decline, and it is the direct reason the headline inflation number moved. The trigger was a ceasefire in the Middle East, which eased pressure on global oil markets and pulled pump prices down across Canada. Statistics Canada confirmed that when gas is removed from the equation, inflation was essentially unchanged from May to June. That is an important distinction. It tells us the broader cost of living pressure on Canadians, groceries, rent, services, did not meaningfully improve. The relief at the pump is real, but it is narrow. Gasoline is one of the most visible prices Canadians encounter. When it falls, it shows up immediately in your weekly spend and in the inflation data. But gas prices are also among the most volatile components of CPI. The ceasefire that triggered this drop could shift. If oil markets tighten again, this relief reverses quickly. The Bank of Canada watches core inflation more closely than the headline number, precisely because it filters out volatile items like gasoline. With core inflation flat month over month, this report gives the bank a mixed signal at best. It is not the kind of broad-based easing that would clearly push them toward another rate cut. Whether they move in the coming months likely depends on whether that underlying stickiness starts to soften. If you are renewing a mortgage or carrying variable rate debt, the path of interest rates still matters more than any single inflation print. A report driven by one volatile category does not dramatically change the Bank of Canada's calculus. Rates could still move, but this alone is not the green light that borrowers waiting for relief were hoping to see. 2.8% sounds like progress, and the drop in gas prices is genuine relief for Canadians at the pump. But the underlying inflation story has not changed much. Keep watching core inflation, that is where the Bank of Canada is focused, and that is where your cost of living actually lives. If you want to stay on top of these numbers as they come in, subscribe and we will break down the next report the same way.